Good evening, Munchkin. I have a little quiz for you, or rather, a little bit of a lesson first and then a question afterwards. The thing that you're going to learn today is easy division in the 3 and 8 system, or number 3 and number 8 basically of multiplication, because those are used quite a lot, like every other number basically, but those are especially in the 3 system, or the 3 group. It's not often as easy as in the 2 or 4 group, or even is in the 8th. Because since it's an odd number, every time it's being multiplied, it's coming up to an odd number again, because multiplication just add them really quickly. Like 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 3, 3, 3, or 9. Easy. And now let's do that in practical, but not 3 times 3. A bit harder. Can you see what this is? It's milk chocolate. Mmm, chocolate. And as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 3 or 3 times 8. It doesn't matter how you want to say it, but at the very least, the gist of it is that you could either take these 3 times 8 down, or 8 times 3. So you can either go 3, 6, 9, 12. And here you can have the fun part. Either you can continuing that and say that it's 15, 18, 21, 24. Or when you get halfway through an equation, you can just double it up if it's an even number. The other method you can take is if you have 8 here, down, plus 8 plus 8. So 8, 16, 24. And that's the basic gist of it. That's the fun about math. You can do it in a lot of ways. You just need to figure out exactly what ways is the best suited for this task. Or if you're really trying to show off, you could just go, okay, we have 9 here, another 9, and then plus 6. And so, as you can see, there's a lot of different ways to solve that puzzle. Here's the really good thing about mathematics. Is that these things, like chocolate in itself, seems complicated at first. But when you know how to make it, it's really easy. Or, it's not that easy, but it seems easy. It's logical. And I know how I am when it comes to logical things. Logical things are just delicious. So my question is, would you like some chocolate? Or not this piece, of course, because I've eaten it. But, do you want some? No? Okay, that's fine, I'll take it then. Mmm. Mmm. Chocolate. Norwegian chocolate. Really good, just don't eat too much, because otherwise you'll end up like me. Ready for the winter. I had way too much of this when I was young. That's what I ended up with. Or rather, what I ended up with was, what was that again? In pounds, that would have been about 300 pounds or so. I was out here at some point. Looked like I ate someone your size. No, I'm not a cannibal, as far as I know. Or remember, you can't spell cannibal without can. That was a poor joke. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of different ways to solve something like this. And the thing is that I seem to have a lot of chocolate left. So, why don't we do another piece here? Since we saw that before, 3 times 8 equals 24, because the 3 different ways you can solve it. Now on the other hand, how many pieces have I eaten? And as such, how many are left on my plate here? You can count them if you want, but here's the thing. The main difference between adding and multiplying is that multiplying you just do that really fast. Or, as a math teacher might wanted to say that instead of adding, you say that, okay, let's say 3 times 7. That is the number 3. Do that 7 times. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. That's one way to do it, or turn it about. 7 times 3, 7, 14, 21. I might talk a bit too fast here and do this a bit too fast. Sorry. I'm not usually tutoring others in mathematics, and when it comes to those kinds of basic, even in high numbers, I can do that quite fast because that's the way I think. That's how my brain works. So, my lesson is now almost concluded. I only have one final question for you, which is how all my lessons are going to be. That I'm going to give you first a lesson, and then I'm going to present you with a question. And we can see if you can answer it or not. It's always about the theme, and it might be a bit harder, but it's not going to overcome the lesson or the theme itself. So my question is, if you use the normal multiplication system, today we have gone through the 3 group, which was 3 times 8. I've gone through a bit of the 12, but that doesn't really apply here, or it applies but not to this context that much. But here's the thing, if you have 24, in how many ways can you divide that? How many people could you serve? Yeah, it's a bit of an elementary question, but it's a fine one. But what if you had, let's say, just a friend over, one friend, extra? What would you do then? And if you were free, you know the answer to that. If you had 4 friends, or you and 3 friends in total, how many pieces each? Yeah, that seems about right. 5. If you can answer that question, if you can give me 24 divided by 5, so 2, 4 divided 5, you might get something fun. It's a tricky question, but I'll give you a hint next time. So after every lesson, you get some questions, a bonus question like this one, which is harder than the others. But I'll give you a hint to this next time, just so it's a bit fair. I won't overdo it, basically, or I'll try not to. If you think this is too hard, just, well, give me a text and I'll see what I can do. This is just to give you the gist of things and help you along. If you have any questions when it comes to mathematics or science, well, I'm here. I'll be here every day, just in the phone, just help to get out. Yeah, I know that really doesn't work, that joke, because I'm too tall. My head is gone. And yeah. And here's the fun part. Every month, because I'm thinking that I'll give you 5 lessons a week, up to you when you want to answer the questions. But at the end of every month, I'm going to give you a quiz. That is a total of 24 questions. That is covering the topics. If you can answer those, you might win a prize. I haven't said what the prize is yet. Name your prize. No, I'm not going to buy you a camel, nor a cat. I really wish I could get you a wolf, though. Just you and a mountain wolf this high. I don't think there exists a wolf that high, but we can fix that. But for that we need science. So what do you say? Do you want to write school on a wolf this high? come with me. We'll figure it out. One way or the other, we will get our wolf. So, till next lesson. What is 24 divided by 5? See you around.